Hello, Lolis Hertz here, back again. This time reading the third chapter of Hell's Kitchen. We're going to continue on. Haku-san's Hell's Kitchen recap. She's eating pancakes with a side of coffee and a bowl of fruit, with a notebook basically as a guide to the recap. I will explain it simple, okay? This manga is one of those that need a summary, so leave it to me. The person who appeared in front of innocent, average Satoru was, I will eat you, a citizen of hell. The Earl of Poor eating, Dogma. Dogma's goal was to raise a true chef that eat their soul. Don't I look like Haruko Genji? In an attempt to make Dogma latch onto someone else, he went to the cooking school. Totu-sen, culture shock, please let me enter. However, Satoru's momentum pushed him into transferring. The mummy hunter became the mummy. So, our little idiot is coming closer step by step to being edible. Will things be alright? Well, whatever, as long as Haruka can have yummy things to eat, it's okay. Yeah, I would support that. Chapter 3, Plate 3. Read Designation R. What should I do if I don't take that one? I'll be late. What? It left. Now departing for the cooking department, Terminal S. There is a way to get there in time. You'll help me. Then a demon dog food demon appears. Run. Hey, he's helping him. He didn't ask him. He asked him for his help. Ah! Ah! Oh, kind of an owl. And now drinking some tea. Designation R. It is invisible to others. It has been 1 week since I transferred to Shokusen. First-class chefs have an eye for first-class ingredients. First period department heads, special class, effectiveness. Today, our theme involves bringing back the best ingredients from the agricultural department. The cooking department is coming! Protect the fields! It's like the British are coming. But no, it's the cooking department! Help! Nakusara. Moria Satoru. Success. Banban success. This isn't a zucchini, it's a Goya. Moreover, it's not even ripe. I'm sorry. Moria Satoru. In what way are those uniformly cut? Fix it. Yes. Moria Satoru, what is this? It's a C-beam. It's charcoal. I can't believe it. That kid saw me putting in Ison rolled his eyes and asked me if it was magic. Why was that guy allowed to specially transfer? It's his fault that our class lessons are delayed. I looked like a true amateur in Shokusen's classes, but that was okay. Everything I saw, everything I heard, all was new to me. My glory days have finally arrived. Wrong! That's not how you're supposed to use the mixer. If you're so bad, doesn't make me look terrible to have lost to you. Moreover, since there's no other way, I'll teach you how. Saku-kun, snap. Ah! What the hell are these black flames? They gotta go. There isn't anything to learn from a loser like him. Your soul will be soiled. More Saku-kun. Some water. Throwing the water. I would have died with just the fire. Moria is scary. What is this? This is flammable. Ah! He's in a bad mood today, huh? I need to be on the lookout. He's spacing out. Recently, I've noticed that Dogma has been really moody. Ka-chow! Bow! For about a week, I ended up running around aimlessly because I thought I knew where I was heading. Freedom! But suddenly, I got hit with meaningless violence. Dow! Dogma seems to be happily answering my questions. Somehow, I can see them. This is the noose that contains all the souls of people I've killed. Why don't you try following the manual? Next, I couldn't really respond to it, or so it felt. But there were some good things too, as far as it goes for a person like him. Meaningless violence in process. His legs are so long. Bam! Long. Among them were an expectation that I was heading towards the future I desired. Moria, there's a limited amount of mixers. If you're using it up, hurry up and mix. Yes. Big disaster. Big mess on the process. Supplementary lecture. September 24th, Friday, 1640. The 16 is military time or 24-hour time. So you guys know. In 12-hour time, because in the US they use more 12-hour, that is considered 4 o'clock. 4:40 to be exact. In Mexico and like in England, they use 24-hour time. So 1640 is what we consider 4:40. Basically, how you can figure it out: minus it by 12, and then you basically got it. Moria Satoru. Nakare Jin. The above two names. So, is that... Oops. There are some difficult characters, huh? I can't read his name. Is this person terrible as well? Maybe we could become friends. Hey, getting some friends. In middle class. Did you see Akira in the supplementary lectures again? Well, he barely comes to school anyway, so that's how it goes. Should we go and watch? Baka, even if we go there, there's no point. Hirajin, that guy is a genius. We can't even compare to him at all. Jin. The day of supplementary lecture. Lecture Hall 5. Excuse me. Am I early? I'm nervous. What will we make? How do you know that? If you look at the counter terms, will you understand? It's souffle. Souffle? Souffle? In its purest form, it is made from just mixing hardened egg whites. It's a dish cooked in high temperature oven until juicily fluffy. It's a sweet dessert with few ingredients. The souffle is one of the French classics, a standard dish. Wait, it seems like he's in a good mood today. Is that so? Classic things are easy to make. Getting height from the souffle is something that even most skilled chefs often fail to accomplish. Don't get carried away and forget your place. But I'm doomed no matter what. Initially, the last one I made was 333 meters tall. Oh my god! Basically, they're using the Eiffel Tower as a representation. So yeah, pretty tall. Pretty tall. Well. Cooking department lecturer. Confectionery head. Kuga Masumi. Moria-kun, you were early, huh? Well done. What was that? Something? Some new kind of stretching? Ah, yes, I was just doing some stretching exercises. Thank God this teacher looks nice. And Akira-kun, go! I am here. Brr. He's in the washing machine. Akari, it's been a long time, hasn't it? Somehow this end-up companion routine is continuing. Yes. In order not to be late today, I've been in here since last night. If you're in school, then come to all your classes. Beep. These people are insane. I love you, Ari. Jump. Gah! Cooking department. Nakari Gene. I shouldn't make eye contact with him. Pigeon chest press. Nako Mimi slash. Haha. Bam! What? Is it possible that I am being treated the same as the kitchen counter by this guy? Why don't we get started then? Yes, a giraffe. So, it may be obvious for those who have taken a look at the counter, but the theme for this supplementary lecture is the souffle. Do you mean what a souffle is, Mordecai? Yes. It is a dish where getting height is very difficult, even though I'm just parakeeting what Dogma says exactly. However, what we think about first, besides height. Dang. Erica, please sit down. That is, to eat it while it is still steaming hot and fluffy. Even if we can make the souffle rise high and beautifully, once we expose it to the cold air, the air bubbles inside will collapse and our souffle will end up becoming a panseko. For this reason, it is forbidden to open the oven while we're baking the souffle. A souffle doesn't just become less appealing once it cools, its taste also deteriorates, making it a very delicate dish. Oh wow. Giraffes, Sensei, I have a question. Yes, Norakun? Normal souffles are boring. Can we make a completely new souffle? For example, a cicada souffle? Just make a simple vanilla souffle. If you go further, I'll expel you. End of story. Anyway, but cicadas are delicious. You've eaten them? I can't get expelled. I'll do it. Wear proper cooking attire first. He looks even more helpless than me, that guy. You think so? I was thinking he looks more delicious than you just now. Huh? What do you mean by that? The gallery's filling up, huh? Shut up, I thought you weren't coming. It's just a supplementary lecture. What is everybody coming to see? Nakrukon. He's preparing quickly. Even while wearing those mittens, he's so fast. In confectionery sweets, if you're just a little off, be a complete failure. He's not even measuring the ingredients. How is he able to do something like this? Entrance exam. This was made in 30 minutes. When I saw that, I knew this boy was a genius. The taste is satisfactory too.
but the theme and character is somewhat problematic. There was no dish that couldn't cook. Japanese, Chinese, Western, even nameless island nations. A national delicacy with no recorded recipe would be able to cook for you in a blink of an eye. In the face of his talent, there were many who gave up on their dreams of becoming chef. But after just 1 week in the school, Nakari suddenly stopped showing up. The rumors were that he spent the whole day chasing stray cats. It was a tragedy. Nakari, why aren't you coming to school? If you have the motivation, becoming the heavenly chef wouldn't just be a dream. Becoming the heavenly chef would be too easy, but since the necessary thing for me isn't at school, I don't want to go. Necessary thing? What is it? An ingredient? A technique? Tell me. We'll get it. A person of distinguished R. What? A newcomer arrives. Foo, foo. Wholly ahead. Cat. Wait. Nakari. I am finished. It's just a simple vanilla souffle. Wow, it looks delicious. Wow, it's so high. That sort of height isn't possible for me. That's so difficult. It's brilliant. You can tell it's delicious without even tasting it. Pierce, float, chomp. Sweetness, delicious. The light and fluffy texture persists softly on your tongue until the very end. The delicate balance of the vanilla flavor is exquisite. That must be some sort of new record, right? Ugh. Sorry, it was delicious that I forgot how hot it was. What's wrong? Kuro-sensei. Sorry. It was so delicious I forgot how hot it was. That's just like Nina-chan, excuse me. Painful. Narakun's souffle wouldn't lose to a pro's. It's perfect. He passes. Well then, I'll be going home. 1 minute, Nakari. I have something to talk with you about. Is that so? Then, would it be okay to make a cold souffle? What's with this atmosphere? Did I just say something weird? Why is the cooking department filled with idiots? Were you listening to Kuro-sensei's explanation? A souffle is a hot dish. Once you take it out of the oven, the air bubbles will always end up collapsing. There's no way to prevent that. Thank you, Raccoon, but it's all right, Pop. Let me explain once more. I'll use a clearer method this time. I don't want to be in a class with that kid anymore. That's just sad. He's not even good enough to be called bad. Oh, just go home. The disgrace of Jerusalem. A cold souffle is preposterous. Sorry, seriously? Just what would I expect from the pawn I chose? No. And that's just it. A cold souffle would be interesting. Can you make something like that? Isn't this the first time Akron talked to a student? Of course I can.
Licking his tongue, his lips with anticipation.
Uh-huh. Don't say something so arrogant, asshole. There's no way a guy like this who can't even tell time would know how to do that. Are you guys really able to put one and one together? In the lectures here, I don't even try. I just go to alleviate my boredom. Moreover, people like you who can't even make cold souffle are truly
Completely talentless. That he just goes because he's bored.
What? Completely talentless? If you go that far for it, would you please make it for us, Morio-kun? Yes. I've never make any friends here. But how exactly do I make a cold souffle a reality? I would have to beat the eggs for 5 hours or something. Ugh. Okay. Drink. Huh? What is this? This can't be that if I drink it, I'll grow 10 arms or something. Alright, I'll just do my best by myself. Gug, 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 gug. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What? What is this? And kiss. Ugh. We just needed to add 1 drop of this to the bigot egg whites. Drink it until you know. He's changed his way of cooking, doesn't he? Well, he's kind of always like this. Always like this. It's finished. This is a cold, warm souffle. Is this fresh cream? How is that a cold souffle? It's steaming just like a normal one. Hura-sensei, why do you try this? No, I'll be alright. Monsieur. This is delicious and cold. Murray-kun, you put soft serve ice cream on top, didn't you? Soft serve ice cream? That's ridiculous. If you put that on top, the weight would crush the entire souffle in under 5 seconds. Sensei, let me also try.
Yes, please. Yum. Erg. His taste is jumping for it, and
Riki, I got this. Vinegar, definitely.
Vinegar?
Amazing. Even though I only added a tiny amount, yes, in the beaten eggs, I added 1 drop of vinegar. Neutral and slightly acidic element has a stable bubbles, while egg whites are around a pH of 8. Adding vinegar brings down the pH and allows the bubbles to become more stable. Sensei, this person passes. You aren't allowed to judge this. Morikun, I was truly surprised that you actually made a cold souffle. It seems that even I am not fully prepared to teach students. I will have to study harder. No, I was just doing what Dogma told me. Do you have a name or something? Satoru. 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 Morikun. I give you the designation R. Smile. In this school, there is a person who can do anything he puts his mind to. That person's growth isn't fast in human time. 10 years, 20 years. I was prepared to wait a long time, but perhaps I can eat unexpectedly early. Shiver, shiver. Continued in Volume 2. Worst recipe, number 2. While collecting data for Chapter 3, I took many pictures of material when I ate souffles with Mashi-san. Hurry up and go up already. Pish pish. Innocent, watch your step. However, we needed a picture of a collapsed souffle for the manga. Boo. Waiting patiently. Digital camera. On the table, there were very strict instructions written. If a souffle gets cold, it quickly collapses. Since your order will take 15 minutes to prepare, please don't leave your table. We got terrible glances that felt like, what are you doing? And hurry up and eat from people in the restaurant. They're looking at us. Gida-san, we're sorry. Very sorry. They were incredibly delicious. Chaos Kitchen. The dinner party of the gourmet poor eating at Dogma's recipe residence. Earl, I apologize for this great flavor you do us. My pleasure. It is a great honor for me to be with all of you tonight, the famous and noble man who lives in the most luxurious part of hell. I, too, have some views on the art of poor eating. I have become bored by such amateur things such as insect sashimi. I greatly appreciate the full course served by the renowned Earl of Poor eating. I just hope that what is prepared will be enough to satisfy your taste of prison Baha of Bloated Club, the Bloated Club. Of course. No pressure. We'll see if you're worth your salt. For dinners, we present pork heart with jumping parasites fried in the fat of Orges. Oh, Orges. Side dish, chilled soup. Preparation. Excuse me, the washroom. Me too. Main dish, cough. He's a monster I lost. Would anyone like seconds? No, I'm full. I'm afraid I'm a bit drunk. Dessert. Present scarab beetle pralines with blood jelly made from the monkeys of the Red Death. Oh, wait a minute, please. Fruit. Finally something we can eat pleasantly. There is also a spice provided for each of you. This painfully bitterness fits the dish perfectly. Oh, it looks so beautiful too. Well then, please enjoy. Parasite butterfly wings are poison.